Hello. So I am doing, this is going to be the January/February purchases. I didn't do one last month, which I said in my vlog. Most of the things I got on the January sales. So without further ado, so yeah, anyway, sorry that I'm wearing this jumper. It's just so bloody comfortable. Anyway, most of the things you'll see are from, I mean, they're all here, are from Buxton, and then a couple of others, but I'll talk you through them. I love a bargain. And I'm going to do this format slightly differently. Rather than me trying them on for the video, I'm just going to show you them, and then I will either put up a clip of me wearing the outfits out and about, or just photos, rather than me kind of just standing against the wall and showing you, because I just don't think it's the best way of showing an outfit. I think that the environment that you're in almost completes the outfit. Anyway, so the first thing I'll show you, Doc Martens, which I think I owned a pair of, in fact, I don't think I've ever owned a pair of Docs. So these are, I think, Savannah, they're this Savannah lows, I think. Anyway, I got them from Office on sale, bargain, £50, but they kind of remind me of the Miu Miu Western boots, and if you've not seen those, I'll put a reference image. But anyway, so this is them. But I really like them, and they kind of go down like this, quite industrial looking. I'm sure that these are steel toe caps. Not that I need that, but anyway, really chuffed with these. They're such a lovely shade. They look absolutely ginormous. But yeah, I think I'll get a lot of wear out of these. So, very chuffed with those. Then the next couple of things I'll show you are Buxton. So, first one are these socks. I've already worn a pair of them, so they are opened. But just these nice, very comfortable socks. And I love this embroidery. I've kind of mentioned this before, but I do feel like Buxton are definitely upping the game, and it's not just sort of sportswear stuff or joggies and jumpers, albeit I'm wearing that just now, much more leather-based goods. Speaking of, this belt is, and it's so interesting because it is for men, but I feel like it's so androgynous. But anyway, so this belt is actually from Buxton Golf. Really nice. Kind of like, oh God, sorry, that was loud. Croc embossed. So like this, but really nice buckle. Again, kind of got a bit of a this feels a bit Western, this sort of tip here. And then nice detailing inside. This is their, I have worn this a wee bit. That's their golf logo. But yeah, really interesting. I mean, this does not give golfing belt to me, but anyway. Next thing are these cargos, which I will insert a clip and a couple of pictures. Really like this detailing here. Really nice. And you won't get the full effect. They're a cold wash, so just a really nice material, really fun. But the best way for you to see them is on, so I will insert a little clip, but that's those. Next ones I actually haven't worn yet, but these are their repaired jeans. So rather than it being, again, nice detailing, I like this here. It's not pony hair, but it's just a bit funny. But I would wear this with these with the belt anyway. But yeah, so rather than they have a rip on them, but they're repaired. So as in, there's no holes. So it's like this. Let me see. Like this, and like this. Yeah. So let me go back. Just a nice pair of jeans here, and then they've got some distressing at the bottom. Then this really cool scarf. It's mohair, I think. Oh no, it's not. It's alpaca. God, also half my head's cut out of this. This alpaca scarf, really lovely, very comfortable, not itchy, which is always a problem for me with my skin, but really comfortable. So again, the past couple of days or over the weekend, I was wearing it around my head, just because it was so cold. So yeah, anyway, I got a compliment for this today. And then it was really funny because Molly wasn't wearing a scarf. And then I think the women just kind of panicked and just said to Molly, "Oh, you don't look so cozy." But anyway, it was one of those kind of like awkward, we were like, "Oh, okay." I got this from Mr. Porter. I'll just show you. ALD, it's kind of like a vintage ski vest on a jumper, but it is so beautiful and the level of detailing is insane. The embroidery is beautiful. And it's just it feels heavy. I think this is merino wool. Let me just check. Is it here? Yeah. It says here. Yeah, merino wool, but this is wild 60% off. It was either 50 or 60% off. And I just saw it and I thought, this is a keeper. But yeah, absolutely stunning. This mug from the Milkman, it's, for me, perfect for cortados, but it's just it's stunning. By Melissa Dore, and she does, is that focusing? Yeah, she does a lot of ceramics for the Milkman, but it's just beautiful. But that's just the perfect size for me. I've just gotten so used to drinking smaller coffees. I mentioned these in my vlog because, as I said, I never did a January buys, but these are the Hart Workshop trainers, which are so stunning. I'm yet to actually wear them out. I think the weather's just been so bad, but yeah, handmade in Portugal. They honestly smell insane. They're so beautiful. And again, beautiful detailing here with Hart. But yeah, they're so sick. I love them so much. And I just think Grayson has done such a beautiful job with them. Vibram soles or Vibram, but yeah, so chuffed. Really beautiful shoes. And I can't wait to wear them over the next couple of months when we get into spring. But anyway, yeah, so now I'll show you the other bits. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly show you the new wooden table from IKEA, which was £20. But it just makes such a difference. And the chair, which I just got from Amazon, just like a cheapy number. But yeah, let me show you some lovely new, that's not very nice. I got some lovely new tulips, which is just such a lovely start to the week. And yeah, this is the chair. Perfect. Just what I needed. And what I like is it goes under here so perfectly, which is ideal. Fab. I think I mentioned that. So yeah, it's just for me to keep a note of movies I see this year. And yeah, really fab. That is my table and chair, which just makes wanting to sit down at my desk just so much more palatable and enjoyable. So yeah, bye. This one is very exciting to me, but this might be really lame for other people. So, whichever bracket you fall into, then there you go. But anyway, so it's a couple of stationery bits. I think I've mentioned that I have just kind of upgraded my desk a bit. I've not done a huge amount, but just made it a bit nicer. That being said, I got a couple of Penco stationery bits, which is a Japanese brand. So the first thing, there's actually another item, which is a pair of scissors, which is yet to arrive. So I shall record that tomorrow. But the first thing is this. It's a tape measure. It seems really Look at that. That is just gorgeous. It's like the Apple product of tape measures, but really nice. It measures up to 2 meters, but this is her. She is, oh, it's crazy how much joy this brings me. But really nice weight and ideal for, I do end up measuring quite a lot of things, particularly clothes when buying things, and also furniture bits. So this is the first time ever owning my own, which is crazy. So that's that. And I actually saw that Supreme did I'll put a picture, Supreme did a collab with Penco on these. And I saw on eBay, this I think was £15 or £20, something like that. But I saw eBay, the collab one with Supreme was £200, which is insane. So that, then the other stationery bit is this. There we go. And I'll show you in a second why I went for the green colour, because it's kind of rogue for me. Sorry if this is really bad. I think it's because I've got it on face enable, so it's trying to track me. But anyway, very chuffed with this, and I'll show you in a second as to why I got the green, because it's not really my first choice. But anyway, that's that. And then the other thing is a pair of scissors. So yeah, that's very, very exciting for me. But I will show you the arrangement of my desk so far. Yeah, hopefully this isn't too boring for you. If you're into stationery, you'll appreciate this, but yeah. Yeah, really nice. Just a very nice working environment now, whereas before it was a bit too messy for me. Aren't these gorgeous? And don't they actually, when you think of scissors, don't you just think of these? You know, if someone were to say, draw a pair of scissors, it would be these. But I'm sorry, look, look at this shine. They are stunning. Oh, look at the blade. It sounds like I'm joking, but they are really gorgeous. So I'm so chuffed, and I'll show you now the little compartment with the scissors in Hold Fire. I am so chuffed with my wee compartment and how my desk is shaping up. They are beautiful. Yeah, very chuffed. I feel so adult. I have just quickly come on to show you the ceramics, which I think I've already mentioned. If not, I'll cut this bit. But it basically is, it's a company called Pigs Can Fly, which is owned by Lockie something. And anyway, they did a collab with Frisbee, and I'll put it up on the screen, Frizbee Ceramics. They did a collab. Pigs Can Fly, the business, it's a sort of private dining experience. I think he does pop-ups across. I've never been to one. He's based in London. I actually met him through Grace and Hart, who owns Hart Workshop, which I did in this video. Anyway, so I've just received the ceramics, and I'm very, very chuffed. So I'll start with the first one. So it's basically, this is it. So it's kind of like, it's supposed to be like a basketball, which I think is so sick. Love, can put nice bits. The intention of getting this is for the flat, which hopefully Molly and I will be moving into soon. But anyway, that being said, yeah, because I can't really start putting all this stuff up. But yeah, so it's Frisbee, let's see. Yeah, Frisbee, Pigs Can Fly, really gorgeous. But could have my cereal in this, lovely. And then it came with this small one, which is so cute. I didn't actually order this, so I'm wondering if and it wasn't even on the website, so I wonder if he just threw it in. But yeah, again, I love this in the bottom. I think it's so fun. But I wonder, maybe sugar. You could put sugar in here, or salt. What else? Olive oil, but that'd be quite nice, but you'd want two, wouldn't you? I suppose you could put the olive oil and then the balsamic. Anyway, sorry, you don't need to know that. This one, which I absolutely love, I have spoken a lot about buying really small mugs. However, I do love a tea, so I will definitely use this for tea. It's a perfect size. But I love the colour. Sneaky peeky. And again, I feel like this kind of gives me trypophobia. In fact, no, it doesn't. But yeah, I do need to actually find out if they are dishwasher safe. I'm sure they are. So that's that one. And then the last one is this, which I thought was going to be a bit more, I could use as a mug, but I don't think that really looks, because you can, well, can you gauge? Yeah, it's quite large in large in diameter. So I'm thinking with this one, again, nuts, something like that. I think that's what this, and again, I wonder if you're finding that seeing the bottom boring. I love that. I think that's so cool. Yeah, really chuffed with these. I think they're gorgeous. So yeah, I will put up his page where you can buy these if you like them. But I think they're really cool. And yeah, very chuffed. I can imagine this tea. The colour makes me really happy as well. And with this sort of thing, I don't know, maybe you've seen this before, but to protect the bits, I have just quickly jumped on to bring this video to a close. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm just going to include a clip. I was going to buy this mug, and you'll see it now. However, it's highly impractical and just, I just don't need it. But I'm really intrigued to see what it would be like to actually drink out from it. But yeah, so yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this month's purchases. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you next month, and I hope that you had a good month.